evening, everyone. Welcome to the African Duchess Show. I hope you are all well. This is your host, Rumbidai Hanam Zopa from Zimbabwe in Southern Africa. I hope you can all hear me. If you can all hear me, please can someone say something in the chat room? Anyway, I hope you're all having a lovely Friday. You have plans for the weekend. Um, yeah, me, the Duchess, basically, I'll be indoors. Got nothing planned as yet. So, today we're going to be talking on the topic what I never told my ex. So, a big shout out to the Black Heart Fire Network who are making this show happen and who are part of this Africa Unite movement. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoy. Um, today's show. So feel free to ask questions, feel free to add on, to subtract, to critique anything. We are here and we'll talk. And remember, you are all anonymous. I will not share the name of the ex, will not share anything of that sort if you're afraid. So, yeah, today the topic will be what I never told my ex. And today we're joined by the lovely, beautiful Fadzi Mutwira, um, commonly known as Tete Fadzi. I always say this for the benefit of our viewers. Most of our viewers are not um, from Zimbabwe, so I always say this Tete means aunt. So we have Aunt Fadzi, and Shona we have Tete Fadzi. So guys, feel free, and I hope you will enjoy today's show, today's segment on what I never told my ex. Oh yeah. So, Fadzi, maybe you can say hi to people before we get into the show.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Fazai Mutwira, and on Twitter I'm known as Tete Fuzzy or at Real Talk Fuzzy. So yeah, today we have an interesting topic, and would like it for if we have everybody contributing on this topic. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so that was the lovely Fadzi. People from my workplace, the Black Hot Fan Network, they call her Angela Bassett. If you don't know Angela Bassett, please Google her. She is a very beautiful, confident, daring, black, powerful again woman. So we have our Angela Bassett over here, right here from Zimbabwe and Southern Africa. Okay, so let's get into the business of the day. What I never told my ex. First and foremost, obviously we did like a research before we started the show, and most people said they had a bad breath. Tete Fadzi. Fadzi. People are
Okay.
saying their exes had a bad breath. So Tete Fadzi, please do talk to me. Our
Well, yeah,
toothbrushes, our toothbrush is expensive in Zimbabwe. What's really going on? Are the
I've
toothbrushes
also experienced that,
expensive or what?
I've also experienced that, but I don't know what really happens. I don't even know how to tell a person like you can
All right.
without shouting the person, because it's actually something you can't tell a person like I can't kiss you because you get bad breath or something like that. No, it doesn't work.
So you continue to date the person, eh? Even if there's bad breath.
uh,
Oh my god.
maybe in other people's relationships that was the cause of the
Mm.
breakup.
All right, but
Oh,
Tete Faz, are you in agreement that generally people don't change their toothbrushes, even if they do have one. People can go with one toothbrush for over like 4 years or whatnot.
Yeah, I think so. I think people don't change their toothbrushes. Like when I was in boarding school, I've seen girls using the same toothbrush for, I think, a year.
What?
You can just
Okay.
tell a person like change your toothbrush. Yeah. So you see, like it's actually difficult to tell someone to change your toothbrush or to wash, like your mouth maybe 3 times a day, because your breath wouldn't be, so pleasant. So yeah, it's actually difficult to do that. So you just, I don't know, continue with the relationship.
Okay, but well, um, we, how do you enjoy like the kiss when someone has got a bad breath? Do you like just pretend as if everything else is constant? Do you what do you do? How long can you fake it? Because people generally say fake it till you make it. How long can you go um containing the bed breath, I can say, because it's someone you're talking to face up front, very close to each other. Imagine you're at the cinema, you're at the movies. So yeah, I want to know really. Yeah,
Personally,
bed breath is the
I
worst.
wouldn't
Yeah.
do that. It's like it's torture, you know. Personally, I
Mm,
wouldn't do that. It's actually torture. You can't stay in a relationship like that, you just have to it to be open with each other. I think there is no way a guy could go and approach a girl in a bed breath. You make sure that he's on point, um on all the points, so yeah, he gets comfortable in the relationship, and you'll be just thinking, yeah, it's no big deal, it's just, I just didn't brush my mouth for just
breath
one
is-
day, so it's no big deal. Officially, it will be a big deal with the girls. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but yeah, I think
It's okay. It's
for
okay.
me it's a big deal because when I meet you know, my boyfriend, I don't want to have to create distance between us because he has bad breath. I want to
Okay.
be nagging him, kissing him and everything like that. Because,
Okay.
that's part of the relationship. It's like the whole package. Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay.
it just
Yeah, I
necessitates
understand you. Yeah.
breath. I'll just buy, I think, a gallon of mouthwash.
Okay, okay, let's say this is the guy. Okay, 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 this is the ex, right? Okay, we've had issues whereby
Mm-hmm.
people almost got to extent where they wanted to get married. So you can imagine, even now, the people who are lifetime partners and the other has a bid breed 35, I can imagine what they're going through because bed breath for me is a no. No matter how much someone is loaded, no matter how handsome they are, bed breath is a no, Auntie Fuzzy. It's a no. Yo, I can't do it.
No, I get it, but kanamano, like when people are in a marriage, right? They have to be
Yeah,
open with each other. They have to
yeah,
tell
true,
each other
true.
everything. Like, I don't like the way you dress. Can you please change it to something like this or something like that? I don't like the way your breath smells. You have to use this or use that. So, we just have to correct each other when we're doing wrong, and you know, yeah, you get.
Oh yeah. All right. Still on the issue of the bed breath, it brings up to our next point, which is he was a bad kisser. All right, before we talk about that, there was a meme that hold it, Tete, go
Okay,
hold it, Tete
okay,
Fazli.
okay. Sorry,
Before we,
sorry.
well,
Okay.
yeah, it's okay. There was a time, people would be asking each other like, Would you date a guy who's got a bad breath, or you would choose the guy who, okay, I can't say someone smells bad. What's the proper word? Who's got a bad odor? Yeah, I think odor is more English and more decent to use because you can't say someone is smelling. Okay, so would you
Yeah.
date a guy that has got a bad odor, like the body wise? Maybe they're very sweaty. I know people who are very sweaty, but they smell really nice. But there are people who's got like a bad body odor, and those with like really bad breath. So, which of the two would you compromise? Not a life partner, just for the road.
I,
Who is better?
I
Yeah.
think I think I'll just stay single. I would rather stay.
You would say, okay, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because I can't compromise on any of that. Like I can't date someone who's good. You know, bad breath. No, and I can't date someone with bad odor. That's worse. No, I can't do it. I would rather stay single.
No, 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 no. Jennifer, this is a life or death situation. Those are the only two people left in the whole world. You have to pick. You have to pick. You have to pick.
No,
Which one would you
this
pick?
is difficult. This is difficult. This is a difficult situation. Anyway, I think I'll pick a guy with bad breath, and then I'll just eat
Okay.
like lots of mint. You know.
To neutralize the whole thingy.
Yes, yes. I think it'll help. I don't know.
But okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's coming from Tete Fadzi. So if you're joining us, this is the African Duchess show. So feel free to put in your comments. All right, let me just go through the comment section. Oh, Angela Bissett is back. Yes, she's back. Okay, laugh out loud, bed breath. Kotete vacho, vacho very cute. In English, Fuzzy is quite young, cute, and very nice intellectually. Way different from TL character. And then from Marilyn Grenia, all the way from Twitter, much love. And then from Kit Newsom, someone who stinks. What if they smell like ass? Wow. Okay, we both voted against the guy with the bad odor. Yeah, and I'm with Fadi on this one. I think I'll also compromise on the guy who's got a bad breath because your body odor is just the worst for me. You can't go out with that person in public and you
I
can't even introduce them to your friends, But let's say he's got a bad breath. The moment he wants to talk about a lot of things. You you just say, baby, no, 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 no. I think you said enough. But with the body now, you can't move his body as
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
carrying a diagram and moving it to the next place. You can't do that now. It's a different situation altogether. So yeah, it moves us to our next set of next point
I'm
that
sorry.
um you can't that he people are saying that their ex was a bad kisser. Either she was a bad kisser or he was a bad kisser. Certified over to you.
I've actually experienced that one time. Yeah,
Mm, mm-hmm.
but it's actually difficult to correct someone when he's a bad kisser, right? Because the time that I did, he actually got from bad to worse.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, I actually told him like it's I don't like the way you're doing this, because you be cringing and all this stuff. So you need to be flexible, and it got too flexible.
Mm-mm. Too
So it wasn't
flexible.
so pleasant. It was yeah. Hmm. So I don't like it at all. I didn't, and I just tried to, like just go with the flow at that moment, but it wasn't so pleasant at all because trying to correct him, it would make the situation worse. So I
Okay.
couldn't do that. Yeah. 'Cause I think he needed someone else who isn't me to tell him how to do it, but it still will be difficult, I can't correct someone on that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that, Fadzi. Okay, for me, I once dated a guy who was, yo, everything else was perfect at the kissing part. Yo, ho, ho. Hey, it was cyclone, I don't know. Then I gathered enough courage. Then I told him, you know what? I'm not saying you're a bad kisser, but I just don't. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't like the way you kiss me. Okay, maybe you can do this to other people, or you've been doing this to other people, and they were fine with it. But well, people are different. So, and he wasn't shy about it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I attacked his ego a bit, but he didn't show it. And I taught
Mm-hmm.
him how to. I'm sure wherever he is now is a pro, and things are working out for him. And yeah, I
That's
did
good.
teach him.
Teaching someone who is willing to learn, is actually a
Exactly,
good
yeah.
thing. Because that person that I'm talking about wasn't willing to learn. I tried to
Oh yeah.
teach him, like it just didn't work at all. It just went from bed to all over my face, and oh God.
Yeah, but I think as couples,
Yeah.
as people, even as friends, we need to get to that level whereby you are straight up with your person, you know? We need to normalize
Hmm.
telling each other these things because it ain't right. You know, you love that person, but there's always that something that's lacking, or um there's like certain disagreements. Maybe it can be the issue of the dressing and whatnot. I think we should normalize telling people that, you know what, you don't look good. Like, just be straight up front. Obviously, the difference between someone who's frank and someone who's quite rude. So obviously, we don't want people getting all rude, but find ways that the other person, can really understand, like, oh,
But
Fadzi, I don't like your hair down, right? But you say it in
hmm
such a way that doesn't come out as criticism. There's someone always says you should use constructive criticism. Like, oh, you know what, Fazzy, I don't like your head down. Maybe if you put it a bit on the side, it might look a bit better. But well, if Fazzy doesn't like the hair on the side, then well, that's Fazzy. But at least you would have stayed out your point than to go telling your friends, your girlfriends, or your male friends that, you know what, my girlfriend is a pain in the ass. She'll do what and what. At least I think you should try and talk about these things. Talk about these things because ah we've seen a lot.
but I think being blunt is actually it's actually difficult to be blunt with girls because you never know. With us
Yeah,
women, you never know what we might what might be the cause of the tension between couples in a relationship. You might tell your
true.
girl that I don't like this, I don't like you wearing this, I don't like that, and then she might end up getting mad,
All right. Yeah, yeah, true, true. That's very true.
and
That's very true.
it'll cause fight, tension, and it's actually difficult. But with guys, you can tell a guy something and you want to do better because he doesn't want to feel defeated. But
True.
with other guys, it's actually difficult to get a point through them because, they're always right.
True.
Even when we know that in a relationship, women are always right. I mean, like we're always right.
All
That's
the
how
time,
it is.
all the time, sister.
Yeah, yeah. So it's actually difficult to tell someone that I don't like this, I don't like that. It takes a lot of courage to tell someone that I need this, I need that, I don't like this, I don't like this in a relationship, you get. So it's difficult, I'm telling you. It is difficult.
Oh yeah, okay. Sister Fads, you heard it's very difficult. It's very
Mm.
difficult. And then one other thing that we discovered from people was my ex was dirty. We're not talking about dirty, like dirty nasty, but the first dirty I got was in terms of hygiene. Hygiene. People don't want to bath out there. I
Mm.
tell you, especially right now in Zim, we've got this water crisis. I'll tell you, people will go for 2, 3 days without bathing, and their excuse, especially for guys, is men don't men don't smell. We're different from
Yeah.
women. Women, you can't afford to go a day, let alone 2 days without bathing because we've got so many things going on in our bodies. But well, we've got guys who would go for 3, 4, 5 days without even bathing. Yo,
Mm. For me personally, hygiene is a deal breaker for me. I don't like being around dirt. I just like cleanliness, smartness, and someone who's just on point. I don't want to be shy pointing at my partner like, "This is my boyfriend. This is my, I can't do that when you're not looking nice. You have to be presentable, So hygiene for me, it's a deal breaker. I can't. I just can't stand dirt.
all right. This was just all right. Okay, hygiene goes a long way. Also, we know women will go to the guy's place. We go for sleepovers. We do whatever and whatever. Yes. Have you noticed there are guys out there who are quite messy? They'll leave their clothes everywhere as if there's a maid who's going to come and clean up. And they know they stay by themselves. But when you go into their rooms, yeah. This I'll use example for our brothers. I used to have
Mm?
cousin brothers who do that. When you go or when you enter into their room, it will be like a jungle. You you wonder how is someone staying in such a messed up room. We've got exes who did this and still do this. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Like in their room, you think you would find ah, what's the smallest creatures or insects? I don't know any. You can name it. You think you'll find them in there because it's just too messed up. But why?
Yeah. I understand, but I don't even know why. I don't even understand why though. I don't get it. Because personally, I just can't stand it. I just can't stand it. I try by all means just to keep the place that I'm at clean. I want to be in a clean place, a place that I can just be okay with. Yeah. Then just oh no, I can't stand it. That's what I can say on this point. I can't stand
All right, issue of
dirt.
hygiene.
No,
On the hygiene issue, I think we'll dwell there for quite some time. What about the stockings, the socks? We call them socks, right? The stockings, right?
mm,
Men's stockings. I don't know if there are women who do this. Oh, I will not mention women because if there is someone who keeps thinking socks and you're a woman, shame on you. Shame on you. If you are on in the chat room, shame on you. Okay. But guys, I know it's quite I'm not saying it's normal, but 1 in 3 they've got stinking stockings. So yeah, would you tell him like, babe, socks, your stockings, they're smelling, or you just go and wash the stockings, or you just enjoy through the stinking socks.
Number one, I wouldn't enjoy it. No way. No. Hell no. Right? And I don't think I would go wash the stockings. Yeah, I'll just I don't know. It depends. Maybe it just depends. It depends. But I'll just tell you, your socks ain't clean
Okay.
and they're smelling. If they're smelling, I'll let you know they are smelling like real bad. Yeah. So
And then when it comes to their cars, guys, mostly guys, they have this thing of they only get to wash their car, yo, when it's extremely dirty. Like maybe they've gone to a dust road or from a road trip. But guys generally they don't clean their cars as often or um as they should. So and then he comes to pick you up to go on to go to a date, to go on a date with him. And then the car is not so cleanly. Will you go into the car and then you tell him that, babe, I don't want this? Or I don't know. How do you communicate that his car is dirty? Because when it comes to dirt, yo, yeah, the car.
I think I'll get into the car and then I'll direct him to a car wash. That would work. And then
Okay, you did.
maybe we'll spend maybe 30 minutes or an hour of the date with car wash because you should have done that before coming to see me or coming to get me. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll just take him to the car wash and then we'll wash the car. Then after that, he will direct everywhere, anywhere he wanna go. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I think if I happen to meet a guy who doesn't want to clean his car, definitely I'll try that. But well, okay, let's say you have a reservation for two, and then he comes to pick you up with this dirty car at what at 1:50, like 10 to 2. You
Mm.
still telling me that you say let's go to the car wash, and then you guys you missed your reservation?
Yeah, sure. I would. I can't go like if he had a reservation, right? That would
Yeah.
mean it'll be if maybe a fancy place. I think I
Mm-hmm.
would say, yeah, it'll be a fancy place. I can't go to a fancy place in a dirty car. No way. No.
Mm-hmm. I like you, Fuzzy. You definitely know what you want. I'm sure you're a no nonsense person.
Maybe sometimes, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, y'all, you heard Tete Fuzzy. She will ask you to go to get the car washed up first, then you guys can go on your date. So yeah, if you're thinking why your ex left you or whatever, or why you have exes, these are some of the reasons. Either you're a bed kisser or you're the bed break. I know people or couples who fight. It's not and they don't even include cheating at all,
Mm,
guys. It's the
yeah.
little things that contribute to the success of the relationship. It's the little things. It's the little things like the issue of the bed breath. No, no, no. That's a
Mm,
no, no.
no,
You
this
know,
is a
like
no, no.
body odors, dirt, dirty cars, stinging sock, everything. Um, it's unlucky for the people who I've dated or who I'm dating or those that I'm going to date. When it comes
Mm.
to the car, when it comes to certain issues, I will tell you point up front. And yo, it's so embarrassing being told by a lady some of these things. I know, like what Father was saying, that it's quite difficult. But well, if you want to be with the Duchess, I will tell you. If you want to be with Fuzzy, she's a no nonsense person. So yeah.
Yeah, because I actually think in a relationship, you're just mending each other to be what you want. Like, if
Yeah,
you're with a
true.
guy, he's going to build you and mend you to be what he wants. In a woman, he's going to tell you, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, right? So that he
Yeah.
gets what he wants from you. and if you're a woman, you just tell your guy, I don't like a dirty person. I don't like the bad breath. I don't like the dirty car or whatever it is. So that because you'll be mending your man, and you'll be telling your man what you want. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Mhm.
That is something I agree on. That you should mend your person, you should build your person. Especially like for example the issue of the toothbrush. There's some people who don't know that health wise you should change your toothbrush at least um I don't know if it's three, but in between 3 to 5 times in a year or maybe twice. I don't know, but you should change your toothbrush as often, guys. Don't buy the next toothbrush after all the bristles or all those little brushes are completely gone. Buy and change your toothbrush while it's still usable because it's quite healthy. Yeah, and also if you've really got a bad breath, please I advise you to get mints. There's so many things. When it comes to bad breath, there's so many things that you can do. Okay, Tetifazi, I once heard that let's say you've got a bad body odor, that some of the odors that people have, it's not because they don't bath, or it's not because any other reason that we can think of. I heard that some of these odors they are sort of like natural, like your natural smell. And if it's so bad that it can't be reduced even when you bath and whatnot, that you should bath with sadza. Have you ever heard of that? Like
You
the
should buy this one.
you should bath with water that has sadza. In English, what is it called? Pap. That has got sadza, so that the bed odor completely goes away. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't. I always thought when you have a bad odor anywhere on your
Mm,
body, you just go see a
mm.
doctor.
Okay. We can't afford doctors in the fancy. We will do it the traditional way. We can't.
Yeah, I always thought maybe you should go see a doctor or something. I don't know, cause there's some medical issues that you should have to fix. So yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Thank you for that, Fadzi. Okay, let's just go through the comment section. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in on the show. And then we have a comment from hmm, this name. Please forgive me. We have a
Mm.
comment from eh, Cheng Cheng Dai Sensei. How do you say that name?
Chang the sensei, the sensei.
Ch- Cheng De Sensei. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have a comment from Cheng De Sensei, and they're saying, I once told an ex that she was doing it bad. OMG, she didn't take it so well. I literally triggered a tsunami. Yo, I know. That is us women. We are tsunamis, we are volcanoes, we are everything. Oh, yeah. I once told them that they were doing it bad. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it's the kiss or really what are they talking about? Was it the kiss? Because we were talking about kisses and whatnot earlier on. I don't know if they were doing it bad in terms of the kiss or they were doing it bad like the deed they were doing it bad. So I don't know. Maybe Cheng the Sensei, you can really clarify on what you were referring to when you told them that they were doing it bad and they went all tsunami on you. And then from Mr. Pirate Brain, Duchess, you look so beautiful today. Thank you. It's called a new phone, my guy. So there's better quality today. Oh, thanks to the Black Hot Fire Network at Kids. So yeah, um, thank you. And then from Nash the Great Nash. I mean, you can tell kuti apa hapa gezwi. That's Shona in English. you can tell that this person does not bath at all. Yeah, we've seen people like that.
This is a little bit harsh.
Yeah, I know. And then coming from Mr. Pirate Brain, I think this was the issue of oh yeah, and then from Nash again, damn, why date someone who is not hygienic, honestly? You know what? At times you give someone the chance or the benefit of the doubt because you don't want to judge a person this upfront. So at first you might think, you know what, maybe the African Duchess should today she had a bad day. Maybe she's quite hygienic. And then you only get to realize maybe on the fourth or the fifth date that you know what, this girl is very dirty. Confirm antifads. Some people they are good like with first impressions, right?
Yeah, some people they're very good with first impressions, but as time goes on, you actually see Kitty. There is a problem, like a big problem with the breath, maybe the odor
Mm,
or something like that. Yeah. So some of the things you see them as time goes on. Like the other guys are very good at like the first impression counts, right?
yeah.
So they just come looking good and everything else, and the second time they do the same thing, but when you get to know them, you actually see Kuti, this guy ain't smart or hygienic.
True.
So yeah. uh
Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you for that, Tete Fadzi. And then coming from Mr. Pirate Brain, they're saying, well, I think this was the issue to do with the sticking stockings. They say you spray the socks with Fabries and Powers through. Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but well. And then from Nash, the great guy Nash, he's saying Tete Fadzi is savage. I like that. Tete Fadzi, you're savage. Mhm.
I just said being honest.
All right. And then coming from Mr. Pirate Brain, Tete Fadzi, they really wanted to make sure you say this. They're saying, so you miss the restaurant and you go, okay. They're saying you miss the restaurant and then you go home and Netflix and chill. Yeah? Like when you were referring to the
Now look
car,
for
if the
something else to
car,
do.
huh?
I'm saying you will look for something else to do. You should have known that you have to clean your car before coming to like it's just something that every guy knows, I guess. That you have
Yeah.
to go see a girl. If you want to take a girl on a date, you have to go with a clean car, looking great, you know? Yeah, so
I think it also
we
shows
will
that
miss
you put in
everything.
effort. Yeah. True, true, true.
Exactly. You should just put effort. You should just show that you're interested in this girl. So yeah. If you're not interested, you just go looking all scruffy and with a dirty car and everything. But if you really want to show the girl that you're interested that much and you invested that much in her, clean car, clean, then yourself you should be presentable. So yeah.
Yeah, and I also think Tetefadzi, also for women, this is not just for guys. People would think that we are attacking a certain gender. But well, even for women, I think when you are going for for a date, only normal that you should also dress up, you know?
Yeah, 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 that's true. Most ladies, kanawadiwa abashadewugezi.
All right. Tetefadzi, in English, she's saying most women when they get a guy, they don't want to bath, they want to put effort, they don't want to, improve or enhance. They'll be like, you know what, I got the guy, so whatever.
Exactly. He won't go anywhere. He loves me. I would just, stay with my hair not done, my clothing not so clean, or something like that. So yeah, they won't care much about the way they look, because they'll be like, I got the guy already. What more would you want? He knows me. You should know me in and out. But we
Mm,
get too comfortable in the relationship that we don't put effort. So that's not good. That's not a
true.
good thing. Yeah.
True. All right. Another thing, as to what I never told my ex was I hated her perfume. I heard that from someone. They said I hated her perfume. Please do tell me, how do you hate someone's perfume?
There are those perfumes that you just can't stand. Not
Mm-hmm.
saying that this was my ex, but there was this guy at school. He used to wear this perfume that was so bad. He
Mm,
used to like the perfume that you would put too much of it. You can't even breathe when
mm.
when he's in a classroom. You just have to move out, then come back, then go out, then come back. You know, because his perfume was so bad. But if it's your girlfriend or your boyfriend, I think you should just buy a new deal, and then you just give the person, and then you just tell
Okay.
the person, I need you to start using this. I like this one. Something that you're comfortable with. You just don't
Yeah.
have to tell the person, I hate your deal or something like that. That would be so brutal. So you just have to buy a new perfume and then give your partner. And I'm like, I just want you to use this one. I like this. I bought this for you. Start using it when you're coming to see me. What? Just try and be sweet and don't make the situation worse. So yeah, that works, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Tete Fadzi. And also, I think people really underestimate the issue of perfumes. There are people who has got allergies as well, and mostly this is for the women. There are women who were extremely those strong scents. It's good to smell good. It's good to smell rich. Some call it smelling rich. It's good, to have like a presence or a certain type of smell or scent you're associated with. But these strong perfumes that when you get into a place, even someone might start to sneeze, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine you're on a date, especially in these COVID times, and then you get a reservation and you start coughing and sneezing just because of someone's perfume.
People would think you get COVID. It'll be just a perfume.
Yeah. So yeah, honestly, I think the issue of perfumes, ladies and gentlemen out there, I don't know, but guys, do communicate. We don't want you um getting hay fever or asthma just because of your partner's deal or scent or whatnot. Yeah. And the next thing was that I also found out that someone was saying my ex was stingy. Stingy. Kunyima in Shona. Kunyima kuomera.
Mm.
Mhm. How do people become stingy?
I think uh, some people wanakura they grow up being told that you have to work hard for what you want, So they'll be thinking that theory applies to everybody, even your girlfriend, that you have to work hard. If you want something, you have to work hard. You just don't have to depend on me. Of which that's not the case. I'm not encouraging ladies to be lazy. No, but I'm just saying, they just have to. They just have to know their limits even when they are asking something from their boyfriends.
Okay. Do all
Yeah,
right. All right.
if you're working, you won't have problems asking this, asking that, asking all of the things, you know. And you won't have a problem calling your boyfriend stingy. But even after all that, and if he doesn't even want to show that he can take care of you even after you get married, no, that doesn't work. Honestly, stinginess. I can't stand a stingy man.
All right. Still on a stingy guys. Women are stingy too because I think this is a two-way street. From time to time, you should spoil your man, you should spoil your guy,
Mm-hmm.
because you're just reciprocating the love, and you are sending a message by buying someone a gift. On the issue of stinginess, someone told me that there is no guy who is stingy. Guys would go out of their way to make sure um, the needs of the person they want to be with or they chose to be with are met. They were saying if a guy doesn't go out of their way to see that you've got all the things you need, either they're not serious or they don't think you are worth it, or they think as well that you're just there for the short run. They say that men are not stingy, but they will only um, check out money of their pockets for the woman they really love. Because some of these stingy guys, you can't tell me that their mothers are not having breakfast, lunch, and supper, like those daily meals and whatnot. Their mothers obviously are surviving. Their sisters obviously they're looking good out there and whatnot. But when it comes to the girlfriend now, she is the only woman in his life who can attest that he is stingy. So, what's your take on that? Because yeah,
Mm,
for me, I think there are really stingy men out there. But I thought that was a another angle of looking at things. That you know what, a man can't say he's really stingy, but well, even if his salary is like a $10, right? Let's say it's like a $10. In the end, he really likes you. You can't tell me that he won't check out $1 from his salary just to give you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe you can shed a bit of light on that, Antifa.
I think there are stingy guys out there. I believe
Stingy.
that. I believe there are stingy guys out there. Those guys
Okay.
that think it's like a waste of time and money. Um, giving your girlfriend money or sponsoring your girlfriend with something, of which, sometimes women, we give that reason the guys become to doubt, like, giving us money and all that stuff, but I
Mm,
don't think um there is a reason, like there's a reason enough not to give your woman money, sponsor your woman on something, maybe the hair or the nails or something. uh you can't start being stingy while we're still dating. You'll be worse maybe in a relationship. You need to show your woman
okay.
that you can take care of her, that she can take care of her needs, that she doesn't have to worry about anything. Because if you don't give her what she wants in a relationship, if she's asking for something and you don't provide, no offense or anything, but she's gonna look for that person that can provide that. Then Pozoya, the statement, women love money and cars and all that. Yeah. So that's what I think. That's what I think. But it doesn't mean that women we should be lazy. No, you
True,
shouldn't wait for
true,
someone to just give you money, sponsor you, and everything. You have to work.
true,
You can't wait for someone else to just come and dash you money. He's not your pops. So no.
true, true, true that, True that, Fadzi. I agree with you on that. That's coming from Tete Fadzi. Thank you for that, Fadzi. And then another issue that was raised on what I never got to tell my ex was that um they were always drunk all the time. He got too drunk. That was the statement, yeah, that they told me. He got too drunk. People are allowed to drink. I don't condemn drinking, but I condemn getting too drunk and doing really bad stuff, you know. And in Shona, we call it marambador. Like there are people with marambador that when they
Yeah.
get drunk, definitely know trouble is following. And imagine this is um your person. And then let's say you've gone with them to your friends or to your sisters, and then they see alcohol and yo, it becomes a Christmas all over again. And they go out of their way getting all drunk. After getting drunk, they start acting up. We've
Mhm.
got people who, when you go out with them and then they get drunk, you know, um, your body doesn't respond well. Let's say to, I'm not really good with these names. Okay, let me speak the common one. Your body doesn't respond well to ciders, and then you take ciders, right?
Mhm.
And you start be it vomiting, you start getting sick and whatnot and whatnot, you know. But there are some things that you can avoid. If you don't go for ciders, don't go for ciders. Don't do things to impress your girl or her friends or his friends or their family. Because you know what? You end up embarrassing me. You end up embarrassing yourself. So yeah, there are women who were complaining in my DM that they always got too drunk and oh hell would break loose. Certified.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes some guys won't agree that they have a problem with alcohol. They'll be thinking they're having fun, living their best life, but um, you know, they'll be having a problem that they don't want to fix. They got too comfortable in the problem. And if I complain to you that I don't like this, or you should slow down on this, and if you keep on showing a problem with it, like you don't want to quit, I don't think we can still go anyway.
Yeah, that's coming from the Fuzzy, and I agree with her on that. And also um the people who say, you know what, I will never leave beer, not even for you. And those are the most common people that we meet. Like, you know what? You found me drinking. Why would I leave beer? Just because of your
Hmm.
pretty little face and you think I'll leave my beer. No, I will not do that.
Hmm.
Have you ever come across people who are like this?
Uh, not really. I don't think I have.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all right. Certified. Then moving to the next highlighter as to the things that I never got to tell my ex was that I had an affair. Someone really said they had an affair. Certified.
They uh they cheated
They cheated. Yeah,
and they didn't
exactly.
tell the person they were in a relationship with.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
That's messed up. You can't do that. You just have to tell the person you're in a relationship with that I messed up here and there. Just be honest and be open.
Okay. Certified.
Yeah, because honestly,
Uh,
let's say he or she finds out Ega, because that's what happened. Um, it wouldn't be good. It will be actually messy. It's actually, I think it's actually a good thing that you talk about it and then you control the damage if if there is any.
Tetifa, I beg to differ on that one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not supporting cheating or anything, but Tetifa, you can't tell your person that you cheated, Tetifa. What if they break up with you and yet you had banged on that person,
You
Tetifa?
should though. You
Ah,
should.
you know.
If you really, if he or she wants that relationship to work. Like, I mean, in so many marriages, so many people are cheating, and so many marriages are failing. Um, wait, let me look for your charger. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Tetefati believes in honesty, and she is saying that you should confide or you should tell your partner that you cheated or you were involved in extra activities because she feels like if you find out later that your person did this and they didn't tell you, it would hurt even more. And by you confessing or speaking up front, it can give you the leverage or the advantage to um, change the narrative. I don't know, maybe you will say, you know what, this young man, this young lady seduced me, or you can blame it on the alcohol or so many things. So, yeah, she's saying you can change the narrative. Okay. So yeah, I think this temporary fix could work, and um, one could really be with someone like this for quite some time. And then yeah, Tete Fadzi is back. She was speaking on the issue of honesty. Like someone was saying that I never told my ex that I had an affair. That was the issue she was speaking on. Tete Fadzi, over to you.
Um, I'm sorry, my phone just switched off. Yeah,
It's
Piramoto.
okay.
I was just saying, you have to be honest with each other, right? Mistakes happen. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But sometimes people lie in relationships to protect their partners. So, yeah. I don't know. I
Okay.
really don't know on this issue, but
Yeah.
But I think honesty is the way to go.
That's true. And then okay, let's just quickly do this. I can see that we don't want your phone going off again. Okay. So let's just go to the comments. Oh, all right. So Cheng the sensei was saying, Duchess, I meant the kissing part, hey? All right. Okay, I get you. All right. And then from Mr. Pirate Brain, exactly, should clean everything before a date. Everything. And by everything, he means everything. And then
Mhm.
from Flo Belai, luckily I came in better late than ever. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, Flo Belai. And then for Mr. Pirate Brain, you should never get too comfortable in a relationship. Also, a man should let his girlfriend choose his um perfume. All right, I like that. I hope ladies and
Mhm.
gentlemen are listening. And then from Keith, Faz, I don't know if you still remember the ice cream story, the one the first time you came in. I think Keith mentioned the ice cream story, and then he's saying this
What
sounds like
I
the ice cream. Have you forgotten this? Ah, and I will not remind you on this one, but this was one story that we always talk about here. And then sounds like the ice cream story. You're letting go yourself around here, right on, kids? I don't drink, and I will not deal with women that drinks a lot. Okay, that's coming from kids. You can't change the narrative. You will only hurt your partner. Yeah, that's true. It seems Mr. Pirate is agreeing with Fadzi in on the issue of honesty. And then from Cheng the Sensei, Duchess, you keep saying my person. Oh yeah, my ex, by the way. Oh yeah, that's true. Our exes, not my person. Yo, no, 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 no. And then okay, the sound is back on. People were complaining that there wasn't sound. So yeah, we now have the sound back on. Continuing the story of the day, the story of the Friday, we talk Fridays with Tete Fadzi at on the African Duchess show with your host Rumbi Mzopa. The topic was what I never told my ex. And then someone said her habits drove me insane. That sounds like a woman, definitely. Reacting. You just have to, because uh, all right, let me just and Teddy back on. Oh yeah, Teddy I was saying someone said I never got to tell my ex that they had their habits drove me insane. And they really aired out on the issues that drove them insane. And they were saying the way they ate, it was just so embarrassing. They kept on talking with their food in the mouth. She had no manners. Also, there was a lack of etiquette. She was such an attention seeker. She was a drama queen. Yeah. You're such a drama queen. They
That's
were
a lot.
so arrogant.
Like
Yeah, that's a lot,
that's the
right?
full package
That's a
of
lot.
drama.
Exactly. So they were saying that her habits were um, just um, over the top. They drove me insane, Titifat. Over to you.
Uh, he had the courage to tell her what the problem was. I think they would have fixed it and made something out of what they had, right? But since then it didn't, it's actually maybe something that I should work on in his next relationship. If the signs appear, he should just, you know, let it out and then tell the girlfriend that I don't like this, I don't like that. I think being open and being honest is the first thing that you should do in a relationship.
True, true. And also, I think when it comes to the issue of nagging, yeah, there are people who are really nagging out there. But generally, as guys, we know women. We know. You should know us by now. We love attention. It's as simple as that. You can't say I'm nagging just because you're expected to do certain things. Like the little things, the good morning, good night texts. We need those, you know. It's not like we're asking for $1 million. No, they're just certain things that you just need to do, the smallest things that matter, the smallest things that matter. And Teacher Fadzi, when it comes to the issue of eating, someone, yeah, was complaining about the issue of eating. Really? He never
Hmm?
got to tell his ex. He never got the chance to tell their ex that they didn't have manners when it came to eating. I'm sure these are people who went to restaurants a lot, because I'm sure when you're just watching your Netflix, you're just the two of you. You won't need much mannerism when eating or having pizza. So yeah, I'm sure they were talking about when they go on dates, and they were complaining that I never got to tell my ex, yo, she had bad manners when it came to eating. When it came to table manners, she didn't have any of them.
That's bad. That's so bad. And I don't even know the nicest way to tell a person uh to change and something like that. I don't even know the nicest way to tell a person to eat properly or have table manners. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like some of these things, they should start from home. Charity begins at home. You can't tell that someone, you can't be chewing with whatnot, you can't be doing this and that. So yeah, and also people should really be exposed to some of these things, because exposure as well plays a part in some of the things that we tend to overlook. Be exposed to some of these things. Know that we order this thing first before the other, and as well certain dishes, the common dishes. We need to all know all of these things, because you will order something that you don't even know how to eat, and while you expose yourself, and you don't want to put yourself on and in the limelight. So yeah, Tete Fadzi, do you have anything to say or anything to urge, subtract before we close down the show? Oh, Josephat, did you see the John Vulligate challenge?
Yeah, I have.
Did you do
It's
it?
one interesting challenge. I haven't done it though, but it's one interesting challenge. I think people are, you know, going all out there.
All
Yeah.
right.
So I was just saying, I just need to tell people that you just have to be honest in your relationship, and you just have to tell each other like what you need and what you expect in that relationship. For it to work, you have to be open and honest with each other.
Okay.
Hello?
Thank you. Yeah, we can hear you. Sorry. Thank you for that. Fadzi is for the honesty team. You need to be honest with your person, guys. You need to be honest with your person. The truth hurts, but the truth is always the best. The truth will set you free. Do not hang in there. We know we have um, we are in some of the people are in relationships where we have some of the problems or some of the issue we were raising today. We don't want you to be contributing the next time we meet on what I never told my ex. Can we tell our current people, our current persons, what you prefer, what you don't like, and what not? Because you know what? You can't miss out on a good chance on a life partner just because they have got a bad perfume or they do not clean their car when they are 10 days and things like that. These are some of the things, that could really um, change, these are things that could be changeable. For everything that is really changeable, do tell them, you know. Um, some of the things you can't change them. Like for example, you can't say, "Babe, I don't love you because you're dark skinned. I prefer light skinned women." You know, these are things that we can't change. You can't say, "I don't like Rumbi because she's tall. I don't like Fadzi because she's a certain shade." Um, Obviously, we can't change things like that. But the issue of the cars, the issue of cleanliness, the issue of hygiene, and everything else, guys, all these things, they can be changed. If you want to be with someone, if you want to continue and be with them, just continue to be in the relationship, but do communicate. You will all have it. That's why they're trying to log in. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. Fuzzy, do you have any plans for the weekend?
No, I don't. Just, work.
Work. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, for you.
All right. Then thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Tete Fuzzy. Fuzzy is always a vibe. I love her. That is why I always like to bring her on Fridays because she's a Friday vibe that that I enjoy. I
Thank
always
you.
want to have her here on a Friday. And I hope you have a lovely weekend, Tete Fadzi, and everyone else who joined in on the show. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Cheng Desente. Thank you, Nash, the great young Nash. Thank you, Mr. Pirate Brain. Thank you, DOD. Thank you, Flo Bolai. All right. The people, hey. I'm still reading. Thank you, Marilyn Gwenyam. Thank you, Jay Takayen Lisantandi. Thank you all for tuning in on today's show. I hope you had such a lovely time as I did as well. And then hopefully we'll meet again next week with another exciting. You'll meet Fadzi next week again with another exciting show of a with another exciting topic of your choice. Good night to the Millionaire family and a big shout out to Keith Newstam and the Black Fire Network and my colleague Spikes and Calmy. So Tete Fazi, thank you and much love to you. Good night.
Okay, good night. Thank you so much for having me here.
All right. Thank you. You're welcome. And then to everyone else, good night, guys.
Okay.
I'll see you same time on Monday. Mwah.